When former Trump supporters say they regret voting for him and are stupid, but all I hear is that they drew the line at $5 gas and not racism, rape, or pedophilia. And I'll do you one even sadder. It's not that they drew the line at $5 gas, they drew the line at personal effect. That's the thing to remember about Trump supporters, especially people who are now starting to be like, oh no, I regret voting for him, I'm a former Trump supporter. They were okay with terrible things happening to everybody else but them. They did not care about anything else and the horrifying things that Trump openly said he was planning to do because they genuinely believed that it wouldn't happen to them. Just like that white woman whose husband is an immigrant who proudly voted for Trump and then got on here and was crying for multiple videos because her husband got deported. Just like the farmers who voted for Trump, who are now coming on here saying that they're very, very close to bankruptcy because of the tariffs that Donald Trump has implemented. It's not that they regret voting for Trump, they just genuinely believe that all of the terrible things that they knew would happen wouldn't happen to them. And because of that, they were completely okay to watch their neighbors suffer.
So y'all voted red and now you're broke, mad, and confused. So let's talk about it. The young people who voted for Trump and the Republican movement, they are already regretting their vote. And I'm not even going to pretend to be surprised because I knew it would happen. And y'all gotta understand it's because this is always the play. See, a lot of young people didn't have the tools to really critically think about the impacts of what Trump's policies would have on their lives. And you know why? Because the American education system was never built for you to think critically. It was built to keep you just smart enough to pass a test, but not smart enough to question power. So when the propaganda machine started pumping, most of y'all didn't even know how to check that stuff to know what was factual and what was a lie. You didn't even know how to look past the shiny slogans, the memes, the TikToks, and actually ask real questions like, how does this policy impact me? My rent, my student loan, my future. And now here you are, under this Trump-led regime, finding out the hard way that Republicans do not have your back. That same party that you thought was about freedom is deciding the books you can read now, what rights you have, and whether you can even afford to survive. And look, I get it. When you're young, it feels like political policies and government and all that stuff, it feels like it's just background noise. You think it's something for old people to just argue about, but you see, it is not just noise. It's your life, boo. And if you don't take this seriously, the folks who do take this seriously, you know that older generation that's been controlling everything forever, they gonna keep stacking the deck against you. So now my question is, now that you are living under the policies that you voted for, are you ready to wake up yet? Are you ready to stop treating government like a joke and start treating it like survival? Because until young people wake up, old people are gonna keep cashing checks on your future.
To the numerous people who are telling me it's too late to regret my vote for Donald Trump, too late to be woke, my response to that is shame on you. Shame on you for discouraging other people to come forward and take accountability for their mistake.
I'm going to try to have a little bit of grace with this one because I can see that you're trying. The first thing you need to understand is that simply because you regret your vote does not give you automatic forgiveness. I saw in some of your videos that you said you're taking accountability, and making a video saying you regret is part of that. But then there has to be some follow through. There has to be some action after. The change behavior has to come after the apology. Now, I didn't go through all your videos, but I didn't actually see an apology video. I just saw a video where you say you regret your vote. I also saw a video of yours that said that you were wondering why it had to get so bad for you guys to wake up. And it's because you chose to ignore the signs. You did not use empathy when you were voting. You heard him say he's going to grab women by the you-know-what. You heard him call immigrants horrible names and LGBTQ people horrible names, and that didn't bother you. So what's necessary is self-reflection, probably volunteering at some Democratic office so that you can fix what you did, and then educating other people. Come on this app like you are now and say, I regret my vote because of this. Educate people why he convinced you and why you're woken up now and what you're doing about it now. Don't come on here and complain that people are mad at you because you deserve that anger. And nobody is saying it's too late for you to be woke. They're saying it's too late to take back your vote. I hope that helps. All my love.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about this video many people are discussing online. This video tells the story of the family that is going through the very difficult time. A father is very sick and the family want to him to spend the final days at home, but the request of deny the family is only want to laugh, care and time together. This video is shows the change the political option. They says they support a political movement in the past, but after seeing this happen a family like this, they believe they made a wrong choice. This is the personal opinion. My opinion is this video is not about the politics, it's about the compression, it's about the family, it's about the humanity. No matter what political party we support, we should remember that the real people are affected by the government decisions. Every family wants this stage together. Every child wants to be their parents. Every parents wants to be spread time with their children. Thus feelings are the everywhere is this world. I also believe the changing your opinion is not weakness. Sometimes people learn from the life. Sometimes people see something that the changes your mind. That is normal. We should not be afraid the land of growth. Politics should be help people. We should not make family suffer. Leaders should decisions of the both wisdom of kindness. At the end of the day, respect and compassion are important because of one day every families may need understanding and kindness from others. That is lesson I learned more videos. Now I want to hear from you. That is you think about this topic. Please share your opinion, your comments. Let's continue.
Y'all just coming through right quick. Listen, I was listening to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Listen, there was a question posed to her by one of their followers or someone that was on the post. And they asked her, what advice can you give to an individual, a Republican, who voted for Donald Trump and his administration, and now they are regretting their vote? She did not bash them. She did not condemn them. She didn't even tell them to vote for a Democrat, y'all. Listen to this. She told them to look within themselves and really try to figure out what really led them to go over and vote for someone who clearly states negativity. They are convicted felon. They have done so much in their past, and a lot of people was running off that he was a good businessman. She said good businessmen do not file bankruptcy 6 times, okay? Good people, normally will not have 34 counts, felony counts against them, okay? So good people would not be out here spewing hatred and things like that and doing things that he's doing. So she said, I would just suggest that you really look within yourself, and then do your research. No matter who you vote for, she said, do your research, read up about them, see if they stand on the side that you really and truly stand on, not what they be out here saying they're going to do this and that and the other, and then they don't do it. She said, because all the things that he ran on and people voted for him for, he has did none of it. None of it. And he said he was not going to tax the people who get tips. Guess what? It wasn't in your budget. It wasn't in that budget. They didn't have none of that in there. Even not taxing overtime. They didn't have that in there either. She said that wasn't on there. So she said no matter who you decide to vote for, do your research to see what these people are about. Do y'all research, okay? Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about something that has created a lot of debate online. Many people are discussing Florida's economy, imagine housing cost and the rising cost of living. Some people believe the government politics have made life harder. Others believe there are many different reasons behind this problem. So let's talk the closer look. This is my opinion. First of all, the fast has become a more expensive for many families. The prices for groceries is higher, insurance cost is higher, rent cost is higher. Buying a home is much harder than was a few years ago. Many people are feeling financial pressure. This is not happening for Florida. Many states across the America are facing similar challenges. Others topic people are talking about this immigration. Some businesses owners say they are struggling for find it enough workers. Construction companies, farmers, and hotels or restaurants often depend on workers from the many different backgrounds. Some businesses owners believe that when there are fewer workers available, projects take long from costs become higher. Others argued a stronger immigration enforcement is necessary from the border security. This is why the debate countries. There are strong opinions on both sides. Housing is another big issue. Many families say they can no longer afford to buy a home. Even renting has become difficult. Some people are moving to different states because they believe life is become too expensive where you currently lived. Florida has been one of the fastest growing states of the few years, but recently some reports have struggled that some residents are closing have to leave because of rising costs. Wherever the trade countries of challenges is the future remain to be seen. Another concern is insurance. Many home workers says insurance premiums has been increased significantly after several events. As major storm, insurance companies have faced very large loss. As a result, many homeworkers are paying much more than before. For many families, this is become one of the biggest monthly expenses. Small businesses are also facing challenges. Business owners are dealing with higher supply cost, higher wage, and higher insurance cost, and economy uncertainty. Many says it has become harder to make a profit than it was just a few years ago. Politics is another reason why people disagree. Some people support current politics, others certain criticize them. That is normal in the democracy. People will always have different opinion. But I think it is important that they focus on the fact of the real situation instead of only blaming each other. Social media often makes everything sound simple. One video may say one political concern is every problem. Another video may blame someone else. In reality, economics are so much more complicated than that. Many different facts affect housing prices, instant rates, population growth, inflation, natural discuss, government politics, global economic condition. All of this can influence people's daily lives. I also noticed that many Americans are simply frustrated. Some people say they voted explanation lower prices. Others say that expanded more jobs. Some believe their experiences were not met. Others still believed improvement will come with time. That is why opinion remain divided. One thing I will everyone can agree this: working families want stability. They want affordable housing, they want good jobs, they want safe communities, they want their children have to better opportunities. Thus goals are shared by people from every political party. Instead of arguing online, I believe leaders should spend more time solving these every problems. People care about paying bills, people care about healthcare, people care about the education, they care about building a better future for their family. Thus issue matters more than political argument on social media. I think we should avoid judging people simply because they voted differently. Many voters choose candidates because they hope their lives will improve. Sometimes thus helps the fulfilled, sometimes they help disappointed. That is every that is in every democracy. Changing your opinion is not a weakness. Learning from experience is a part of democracy. Not political party is perfect. No political is perfect. Every leader should be judged by the result. In politics, every people should be supported. The politics create problems, leaders should listen and make of improvement. That is how government becomes stronger. At the end of the day, America success need when ordinary families success, when workers can find good jobs, when business can grow, when young people are afraid homes, when communities feel safe. That should be main goal of every leader regardless of political party. So my opinion is simple. America faces a real economic challenges. People should different ideas about how solving them. Instead of attacking each other, we should honestly decision for good politics and the political situation improve everyday life. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think the biggest change is facing America today? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you the next video. Take care. Bye bye.